friends, welcome back to She's in Her Apron. All right friends, I am in my apron today. I've got a grocery haul from Smith's. I'm gonna share that with you. Got that delivered to me. Yes, thank you Instacart. And then we're going to prep the food that I got. I wanna make some fall freezer meals. I'm gonna get ahead tonight and prepare them. And then tomorrow I'm gonna take you guys along. Aprons on, let's go. And I'd like to thank Misen for sponsoring today's video. So let's jump into this. So I grabbed onions. I have some more in my pantry, but not enough for what I want to do in the next little bit. So I grabbed some more of those. A couple of cucumbers for dinner and snacking. So a couple of cucumbers for dinner. I thought I asked for more than one sweet potato. Sometimes things get a little wonky when ordering, but it's fine. I got a sweet potato. I have a couple more. It's fine for what I want to use it for. Some green onions, a butternut squash, flank steak. This is 1.7 pounds of flank steak. Look how gorgeous these tomatoes are. Oh my goodness. And then just some white button mushrooms, 5-pound bag of whole carrots. We're gonna do a lot of things with carrots in this next month, so this will do. Some fresh basil, yum. Some bananas, the kids love their bananas. And then I grabbed some green bell peppers and red bell peppers. A couple of more boxes of stuffing, paid full price for them. I know in like another week or so, 2 weeks, these bad boys are gonna be on sale, so stock up. But I need them for my recipe. I have more in my pantry that I'm going to be using up with the freezer meals too, but I wanted 2 more of the chicken. The other ones are different flavors. Let's see, this is a 10-pound bag of potatoes. I have just a couple of potatoes left from that big box that our friend brought down from Idaho, so I needed more. For the recipes for these freezer meals, I am using rotisserie chicken. It's already cooked. We're gonna slice it up, prepare it for our meals. It was just easier this way. A lot of my dump and go freezer meal recipes, I use all my freezer chicken. So those will be getting used up in a freezer meal coming up, but I wanted already made chicken. Oh, and rotisserie chicken is so good. So grab 3 of those. I needed some vegetable broth, so I have 3 cans of veggie broth, some fresh cilantro, 2 red onions, 2 bags of mixed frozen vegetables. This is for the casserole with the stuffing. This is an 8-ounce. Yep, 8 ounces of sour cream, 2 bricks of cream cheese. I'll definitely be getting more of this for the holidays. That's on my holiday list. Some more Ready Whip and a 1/2 gallon of whole milk. So this is what I needed to do these freezer meals with and get some veggies prepared. So on to the next step. So I know some of the meals that I'm going to be making for the freezer meals, so I'm going to share with you those. Slow cooker Mongolian beef dump and go recipe. I love a good Mongolian beef recipe. Add it with, you know, put broccoli with that. Out of this world, right? So chicken stuffing bake. It's basically your stovetop chicken casserole recipe. This one is a slow cooker tomato soup. My youngest daughter loves tomato soup. Buffalo chicken pasta bake. I've seen so many recipes for this. It caught my eye. It just sounds like you could make a full meal out of it, or it could be a side dish. You could bring it to a potluck. That is what I'm focusing on for right now for these freezer meals. Friends, let me introduce you to Misen. This is the Misen's new chef knife. So I'm gonna use it for the first time here with you guys, and we're gonna see how well it does with chopping and slicing. Misen's company mission is really to inspire and enable great cooking. They believe that better tools make for better cooking experiences, which is so true. So true. It's so hard when you're trying to chop or slice something when you don't have a good knife. Misen takes a simple approach with its products, high quality and long-lasting knives for a fair price. This helps create amazing meals in our home, and I love how I could slice things super thin. This is really nice. And so far, you guys, I'm really liking how this feels. This feels really good. I am nervous because it is super sharp. Yeah, knives and me are not the best of friends, so finding one that feels good in my hand is awesome. This feels really good. This is doing a really good job. I feel like I have control with this knife. Misen Chef knife is meant to replace an entire set of knives. Well, this is doing a really good job. I am really enjoying this, so I'm highly impressed. This has a unique sloped handle for easier and safer chopping, and I do feel that that is true. I feel very confident using it. So the Misen knives are made from premium materials like high-grade stainless steel, and this helps them stay sharper longer and last a lifetime. And these are 2 to 3 times less expensive than any other premium brand. So I noticed that the chef's knife has over 6,500 5-star reviews. If that many people are liking it, why wouldn't we? So if you would like to upgrade or think that this would be a good gift for an upcoming wedding or Christmas gift, head over to misen.com/she'sandherapron and get 20% off your first order. Score! I think my daughter and her husband will be getting one for Christmas. Up first, we have slow cooker Mongolian beef. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this bowl. I have those Ziploc bag holders, but I don't know. Today I'm just gonna do this. Just put something that will hold a tall bowl or whatever to hold your bag. I'm using about 1.5 pounds of flank steak. You're just gonna slice those up into thin slices. Okay, add in your flank steak that you sliced up. All right, then you're gonna add 1/4 cup of cornstarch. I'm gonna mix this though with my cornstarch. This will help thicken up your sauce. And then this is really easy dump and go Mongolian beef recipe. This is fantastic. So 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm gonna mince up like, I don't know, 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. Can you guys see Paige's head right there? Do you see Paige? She's always by me when I'm cooking. So you're gonna need 1/2 teaspoon of peel and minced ginger, fresh, but the ginger I had, I thought could go for a little longer, but nope. So I'm just gonna put in some of the squeezed ginger. All right, then you're gonna need 3/4 cup of soy sauce, 3/4 cup of water, 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Need about 1/2 cup of grated carrot and your green onion sliced, chopped, however, in there. Or you could use scallion. Super easy, right? Let me give this a good mix. Smells so good, you guys. And then when you make this, you're gonna cook up some rice and serve it with rice. This one is easy. Now you're just going to get all the air out of it, lay it flat in your freezer, and you're good to go. When you want to make it, take it out the day before, start thawing it. If it's a little frozen when you put it in your slow cooker, you're fine. This is going in the freezer. Okay, when it's time to cook it, and it's all thawed out, dump it in your slow cooker. So cook on low for 4 to 5 hours or high for 2 to 3. All right, this is done. It smells so good, you guys. So I steamed up some rice. Oh, yummy. Look at that. You guys, it tastes amazing. Amazing. Derek already gobbled up a plate. It is so good. So flavorful. You definitely, the flavor is on point. And I've made many slow cooker freezer meal Mongolian beef recipes, and I want to say, and I think that this one takes the cake. Oh, the meat is so tender, you guys. It is delicious, and it's amazing with the broccoli. So I hope you give this recipe a shot. It's so good. Okay, we're going to make slow cooker tomato soup dump and go. I like to use these big gallon ice cream containers for my soup. So I keep probably about 4 on hand in my food storage room. So we're gonna use one of these to dump everything in. So we're just gonna dump everything in, put this in your freezer, and then when it's time to cook it, you're gonna thaw it out and dump it in your slow cooker. Okay, so I'm gonna be using cans of diced tomato. These are 14.5 ounces. You're going to need around 45 ounces for this recipe, but I'm just doing, I'm doing 3 cans of this. To dump all this in. I'm gonna add a cup of diced carrots. And then I'm gonna use 3 cups of chicken broth. I have 3 cans of these. We'll measure it out and get 3 cups. You don't have to use vegetable broth. Go ahead and use chicken stock. And then a half a cup of minced onion. So here I have a bunch of seasonings. I have a bay leaf, a teaspoon of dried thyme, a teaspoon of dried oregano, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, but I bumped it up to a teaspoon, and a half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 a teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, I also chopped up some basil. Just use as much as you want. And then when it's done cooking, if you want to add more, go ahead and add more, because you're going to use an immersion blender or put it in a blender that you have, and it's going to emulsify it. So I'll probably end up putting fresh garlic in later, but you know what? Along with that garlic powder, I am going to add some more garlic, fresh garlic. You'll need 2/3 cup of whole milk. And then 4 tablespoons of butter, and I'm using unsalted butter. Okay, give this a mix. Put your lid on. You could also put this in a big Ziploc bag. Divide it up if you want. Okay, and throw this in your freezer. That is ready to go. When it's time to cook, just thaw it out the day before. Even if it's partially thawed, when you get it in your slow cooker, you're fine. This is going to cook, all right, this can cook on low for 7 to 8 hours or on high for 5 hours. The tomato soup is done. So what we're gonna do is blend this up. You can put it in your blender, or if you have one of those immersion blenders, and get this all blended up. Ooh, look at that. Still has little chunks, but that is fine. Oh, look at that. You could sprinkle some fresh basil on top. Add your favorite crackers. And there you have it, a nice, hearty, comforting tomato, slow cooker tomato soup. Oh, yeah. Shaylee, my youngest, loves tomato soup. So good, you guys. Give it a shot. Yum. Okay, we're gonna make buffalo chicken pasta bake, and we're going to need 2 cups of uncooked penne pasta, or you could substitute cauliflower if you want. So you can cook them all the way, or you could just cook them till they're just about al dente to put them in the freezer. Either way, it'll work out fine. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of olive oil so it doesn't stick together. This will feed 6 people. I have never made this before. I could have made more for my family, but this will be fine. So make up as big batches as you want, put them in aluminum pans, and you'll be good to go for the freezer. This is a whole bar of cream cheese, 8 ounces, that I'm gonna add in. Softened, start with softened. Then you'll need 3/4 cup ranch dressing. I'm using Hidden Valley Ranch. Use any hot sauce you have or want. I'm using the Frank's Red Hot Wings Buffalo sauce, and you'll need 1/3 a cup of that. We're gonna stir this until it's creamy. My SD card ran out, so I don't show you, but you do need a 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese and a 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese. You can put this in a aluminum pan, cover it up with aluminum foil, put a label on it, and stick it in your freezer. But I'm gonna cook this one up right now. I'm gonna take some more cheddar cheese, get that on top. Then I'm gonna grab more mozzarella, get that on top. When it's time to bake, we're gonna bake at 375 degrees for 20 minutes. You can cook it straight, frozen, put it in your oven, 375 degrees. Normally it's for 20 minutes. You're probably gonna have to double that or more. Or you could take it out a few hours before, get the thawing process going, or the night before. So if you're gonna just, but it's fine if you just put it straight in your oven frozen, it's just gonna take longer. So, all right, this one is going in for 20 minutes. Look at that. And then we'll hit it with some green onions. Oh, so good. It smells insane. Serve it up alongside your favorite veggies and you're good to go. Oh, cheesy goodness. Yummy, yummy. So good. Ooh, it's got a kick to it. Very yummy. And lastly, we have chicken stuffing bake. You're gonna need a box of stuffing mix. Then you're gonna need 1 2/3 cup of hot water. Pour that over and we're gonna let this sit for a minute. All right, we're gonna set that to the side. In my bowl here, we're gonna start adding the rest. Okay, you're gonna need a can of either cream of chicken, cream of celery, cream of mushroom. I'm using cream of mushroom. If you wanna make your own, go ahead, but this is supposed to be fast and easy. Okay, then you're gonna add a 1/3 cup milk. Give that a mix. This is one of my family's favorites. This is one of our go-tos. I'm testing out the stuffing doing it this way. I've never done it before, just put the water in and leave it be. We're gonna give it a shot. I don't know. Okay, so to this I'm gonna add my chicken. I have 2 pounds of chopped chicken. I've got breast in here, the dark meat, so good. And then I'm gonna add a package of frozen veggie medley. You can have this without it, but it adds veggies in and ramps up that yumminess. Okay, get your baking dish or an aluminum pan ready. Plop down your mixture. Then take your stuffing. I usually do 2 boxes of stuffing. I usually cook my stuffing beforehand, then put it on. I read a recipe where they wet the stuffing with just the hot water and then put it on. So I'm gonna try this version and see how it goes. Then you'll just wrap it up, put a label on it, and then when it's time to cook, you'll thaw in the refrigerator and you'll bake uncovered at 375 degrees for 45 minutes or until the chicken is no longer pink. I am using cooked chicken. I always use cooked chicken for this recipe, so if you don't want to cook it, you're fine, but I always cook mine. So you're gonna cook for 45 minutes at 375 degrees. Get this wrapped up, put it in the freezer. So this was an interesting way to do the stuffing. It worked, but it's not fluffy. So will I continue to make it this way? No. I'll do it my normal way of just making it, following the instructions. I usually cook it in the microwave and it comes out all fluffy. So this is my only complaint of trying that one version I saw. So I won't be doing that again. But ooh, look at that. Yummy, hearty, comfort fall food right there. It's one of our favorite recipes. We love chicken stovetop casserole. It is seriously one of our favorites, and it makes a great freezer meal, you guys. So give it a try. So good. And when you have leftover stuffing from Thanksgiving, go ahead and make this. Yum, yum. Well, friends, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate having you with me. Yeah, any comments you have, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. I love hearing from you. I read pretty much every comment that comes through, so thank you. Yeah, and of course, go check out the Misen link down below for 20% off your first order with them. That's awesome. Yeah, let me know what you think down below. So I'm glad I was able to score that deal for you guys. So awesome. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, and we will see you soon. Bye.